So we had a really short, sweet workout. I just did drop sets. I did 2 fairly maximal sets, really one on chest, and did the same thing on my biceps. It's the video where it pops up and one of the trusty, tried and true red bands snapped in my face. I tied a knot and I was able to get right back in and do another set. That's the great thing about those super bands. You can get a lot more mileage out of them than you think. I've got a black one that has a little more intensity, higher tension, that I did that with quite a long time ago. And it's just there for me to use just in case, but I knew that was going to happen. And I bought these. These are crap. It shows you just how people are getting away with marketing inferior products. I mean, those are like gel candies. I mean, they are engineered deceptively. Other deceptions that are going on is that you can trust your metabolism. You can trust your whims. You can trust your likes. You can trust the things that you enjoy. I am not going to stop eating pasta with meat sauce. In fact, I'm doing it more these days. I'm not going to stop eating ice cream when I want to. I'm not going to stop eating all the things that I could have been enjoying for all these years. If I do the hard work, the metabolism will even it all out to the point where you start to crave more things. Like if you keep it around, and you keep a variety of different flavors around, you'll have various protein powders, right? Chicken, eggs, milk, so that you have whole food sources available to you, and you start skipping the processed foods, and you start to see what's been going on this whole time. This malevolent entity, if it's just a blueprint or a program or a computational subset that's there to help us not break past a barrier where we live within a very limited, confined space of enthalpy, where there is no room for any maximal efforts. Did you ever think about that? That if maybe you're thinking a little too far or doing things a little bit too good, maybe the false parameters of this quasi system doesn't have the information available to you, and more to the point, couldn't sustain your efforts. And so some quantum physicists look at this like the speed of light, or that barrier where it doesn't know what to do. So it kind of like just resets itself. And maybe that's something that is about to or has taken place, where the engineers are having to come back and go, okay, it's either time for an upgrade to see what's going on, try to remedy it, or what I've thought for a long period of time is record everything that's happening here, almost like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where they're about to just destroy the planet, and he saves it at the last minute. But really, throughout the entire movie, you're really not sure, or the book, right? You're not sure if that's such a good idea. It's whimsical. It's a nuance. Yeah, you lived. Yeah, you're going to die. Yeah, so life, you think life is really valuable? That's great. And then meanwhile, you see that the rest of the universe kind of doesn't really care. Like this depiction of these animals and this psionic early man, proto-man, having such abilities before he succumbed to beyond oral traditions and started to bark, speak, right, that he could cause his prey to come right up to him, bow down, and offer itself over, because it knew that through this chain of life that it had learned to sacrifice itself, and that it didn't need to be malicious or greedy, right, or pernicious in any way. And that's really what we have, is we have this firewall, this stalemate with this pernicious element, that if we stay greedy, we just won't evolve, right? So it's really something to think about.